to make absolutely sure. So, yeah, I'm right. I have to completely check that I'm not telling you bogus information. I am right. So, for example, if you say the verb, okay, and the verb is préférer, take the people away from it, take the consonants away from it, préférer, okay? We're not saying préférer, but you will have said at some point, je préfère. Just naturally, if I gave you the verb manger, give me the core mange. If I gave you the verb préférer, give me the core préfère. You naturally go préfère. So question one, let's look at the first syllable, préférer. We're looking at that first one, Is it above the line or below the line? Pré, it's above. Is it quick or slow? Préférer, it's quick, okay? So, accent acute. Now, if I said préférer, the verb, the second one, préfère, it's the same, bum bum, bum bum, like a drum, bum bum, same sound twice. So it's double E acute, P-R-E-F-E. Now the last one, R-E-R, the verb to prefer, okay, is going to give me, according to the spelling rules, and that's what accents are about. It's when if you didn't have the accent, the spelling rules would make it different. So the spelling rules tell me RER is going to give me A anyway. Yeah. So that accent préféré, it could be I preferred, j'ai préféré. So another big rule: if it's the E at the end of the word, we've already talked about that. It will have an acute accent. That's obviously always going to be the case in the past participle of an ER of an A verb. So j'ai préféré. Notice I never say ER, but apart from when I'm talking about spelling. So I ate, j'ai mangé, j'ai dansé. The E is going to have an accent on it. But if you had, for example, I prefer, je préfère. So you're not saying you're saying So you're going to be changing that accent. You're going to be having one E going that way and one E going that way. Je préfère. Okay? That's totally normal. Okay? That's totally normal. Some verbs you will add that E on, you will add that on, and there wasn't an accent before. So for example, to get up, lever, L-E-V-E-R, plain old E, so look at the verb, yeah, we go down. The core, je me lève. Now you listen to lève, is it above the line? Yes, it's not but is it sharp? Is it lève or lève? So it's slightly longer, so it will be the grave. So je me lève, accent, tu te lèves, il se lève, nous nous levons, no accent, vous vous levez, il se lève. So here's another pattern. If it's your last syllable, so not the last vowel physically written in the word, but if it's your last syllable, more often than not, and if it's your last syllable, and then there's other letters after it, because obviously minorité is your last syllable. If it's your last syllable, that means the beat of the verb. So danser, 2 syllables, en. Yeah, if it's the last beat of the verb, but there's more letters after it, and you've got the A sound, more often than not it will be the long one. So, je préfère, yeah? So, for example, acheter, j'achète. Again, the same one, going that way, okay? So, it's any sound where you've got that last syllable, that last beat going you will have that grave. So, for example, if you've got achetant, if you notice, we've got an ending. Of course you notice, achetant, acheter. Okay? So you notice that we've got an ending for the nous and the vous after the verb. Yes, so acheter, plain, A-C-H, to buy, A-C-H-E-T-E-R, j'achète. Can you hear the j'achète, the last accent? J'achète, tu achètes, il achète. Last accent, not last beat. Achète, achète. So we add the grave, okay? It's not the quick one, because if it's the last one, like I've said, French tends to go boom boom, quick, slow. So it's going to be this boom boom. It's not. Imagine saying the word the other way around. Achète. That sounds weird. Achète. Yeah. So naturally, the one we kind of stress. Yeah, we put a little bit of length on it. So loads of the verbs do that. You know. Where you change the accent, just be very mindful of them. Yeah, it's just a nice thing to start hearing. So let's do a little review of what we've been using so far with E's. So E's are going to be, so a couple of other things really quickly. E with the double dot over it, don't worry about that too much. You will automatically learn the words that it comes on. So for example, like Noël, okay, Christmas. It's where, if you didn't do it, it's because there's a join of the vowels, for example, it would otherwise be pronounced differently. So that is just to say this E exists on its own, okay? So that will be with words where you've got that join of vowels. So basically, as far as you're concerned, you're going to pronounce it above. Yeah, Noël. Okay, above. Okay, Noël. If you've got the E with the big fat hat on it, okay, the circumflex, that tends to be from where in older French there was a different letter, or an S, an extra letter. So for example, I don't know if any of you speak of Spanish. If any of you speak Spanish, so estar is one of the verbs to be. So être, which has got être in French. In old French, really old French, there was an S there. Yeah, estre, which kind of came from Latin. Intérêt, interest, as an interest that you put on money or what have you, or my interest in something. La fête, the party, there was an S there before, like, you know, like festivities, okay, interest. We see this business going on with other words, don't we? So, for example, hôpital, hotel, we used to have hospital, hostel, like, you know, words that we've kind of got in English, which are also from Latin. So these letters go where there were other letters. So don't be worrying too much about that. In terms of whether or not it's above or below the line, like I've said, if it's if it's got an accent on it, it will be above the line somewhere. It will be a higher one. Okay, so do not be obsessing about that. Just when you read it, just think it gives it a little punch. Être. Okay. La fête. Okay. Great. So review. Letter E on its own, no accent. Most of the time, apart from the spelling laws, where we've got an ER at the end of the verb, an ER, an ES, like tuer, that kind of thing, ET, okay? Le navet, turnip, came to mind, N-A-V-E-T. So the spelling rules are the ones that you see regularly, okay? If you see E and an acute, you will tend to see it at the beginning of the word when it's the quick sound before the longer sound, or at the end of the word when it is the last E and the last. I don't mean the last E, when it's the last letter of the word. Okay, so this will be in a lot of nouns, and this will be in past participles, and this will be pronounced in a shorter way. Okay. In terms of the grave, okay, the grave, we can work that one out by being a slightly longer sound. Okay. So not commonly on the one of the two, or one of the two and the three beats. It will tend to be towards the end of the word, and this will be longer. Okay. So what I thought we'd do now is we'd analyse some words and go through, and you tell me where you think the spelling's going to go. Okay. So if I gave you la minorité, la minorité. So L-A, new word, M-I-N-O-R-I-T. E with an acute, because I need la minorité. So the sound system would give me la minorité, that it's quick. The logic system would give me, okay, it's an E at the end of the word, so I need this acute. Okay. My favourite restaurant, mon restaurant préféré. Mon restaurant préféré. Bum bum bum. Préféré. Bum bum bum. P-R-E. F-E-R-E, yeah? And even if you had a feminine thing, so my favourite niece, ma nièce préférée, okay? Then that would be P-R-E with an acute, F-E with an acute, R-E with an acute, then an extra E, okay? So, I prefer chocolate, je préfère le chocolat, P-R-E-F long E, R-E, le chocolat. We know how to spell chocolat. There we go. My niece. Say the word for niece, I've just used it. Ma nièce. Okay, ma nièce. So the word niece, the one that we're analysing is the last beat of the verb, the last syllable. It's not the last vowel in the verb. It's not that, you know, N-I-E-C-E, yeah? It's not the last written E even, okay? But there's no sound, it's not niese or anything like that, it's nies. Now listen to the word, do I go nies or nies? The bulk of the word is nies. It's a swipe. If I can swipe, it's going to be the long one. So N-I-E-C-E. My niece is called Chloe, okay? Lovely. Lovely. Let's do some more. Écoutez. Écoutez. Yeah? To listen. How am I going to spell? So I'm going to listen. Je vais écouter. Écoutez. Quick one. So the quick one, E, that way, C-O-U-T-E-R. Okay, and by the way, écoute, we should be remembering the O-U from the pronunciation. Okay, a couple more. Je veux danser avec mon père. Je veux danser avec mon père. I want to dance with my father. Je veux danser avec mon père. Danser. So yes, the logic part of your brain goes right. The verb to dance is an infinitive, so D-A-N-S-E-R. Great, but you should know danser. Yes, you should. Actually, to be fair, yes, you need to know that that one's an infinitive because I danced. J'ai dansé. S-E with the acute. Je dansais, the imperfect. Tu dansais, the was tense is A-I-S, A-I-S, A-I-T, etc. So there are different pronunciations of that. So this isn't about how to spell a word. This issue is whether or not to pop an accent on it. So you would know with that one. So first you spell the word, then you decide with the accent. Okay, what could we have? Première. Première. So P-R-E, flat. No accent. M-I-E, long, première. Now, any time in French that you end, like I said, not any time, I should be careful with laws. When you tend to end on that last sound, if it's the last beat, okay, not the last written letter, not even the last written vowel necessarily, but the last beat, it will tend to be that way. So, for example, première, anytime you have an air, you will be going grave. I have to be careful with laws because there's always exceptions. So first, premier, P-R-E-M-I-E-R. The E and the R is good enough, like an infinitive. Premier. My first, whatever. Ma première. Yeah. So anytime you've gone dernier, dernière, premier, première, première. Cher, cher. Yeah, feminine. Air is going to go with that there. So I-E-R-E. Okay. Is going to do that. So that is a very useful rule. And can we be very mindful of premier? Yeah, there's no accent on that. Okay, so petit, same again. Petit, P-E-T-I-T, little. Yeah, one I see all the time. Okay. Okay, word février. Février. February. Février. We're not going février, we're going février. So F-E with an acute, V-R-I-E-R. Okay. Décembre. Décembre. We're not going décembre. Yeah, so D-E. Okay, D-E. Écran. Screen. Écran. Looking around. Écran. Okay. Okay. It's quick. E-C-R-A-N. So I really hope these have kind of been useful. What we really, really want is for you to be able to just think of verbs and just do the above the line and below the line system to work out where these kind of things go. So you will obviously, as you get on, just visually get more and more accustomed to where they go. The word will look wrong if it hasn't got it in the right place. But equally, like I said, there are times when the word has it and doesn't have it according to what you're writing. So again, be very, very careful. So next time we will look at other accents on other letters, but I really wanted to start with the main two on the letter E. So I hope this has been useful. Let me know the words that you always have trouble spelling with the accents, and I shall see you soon. If this has been useful, please give me a nice big subscribe or a click on the video, a like on the video, and if you need to contact me, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com. I shall speak to you soon.